Get lit. Everybody get lit right now. Get lit. Get lit. Get lit. Everybody get lit right now.
Hey y'all, I'm trying to wait for some people to get up in here, you know. This is an important show. So before I even get there, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the I'm gonna go ahead and see. I thought I put my phone on vibrate. I got this new iPhone, you know what I'm saying? So to put it on vibrate is something different than what I was doing. So anyway, I am Monica, and I would like to thank you all for tuning in on this lovely Thursday evening. I am joined by Tony over there somewhere. Where you at, Tony?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
There he is, y'all. So listen, we need y'all to follow us. Stop playing. Tony, do you have any new followers?
It said I picked up 6 followers.
Okay. On what though?
Instagram.
One driving mofo. Okay. That's what's up. Listen, y'all be requesting to follow. Now I don't know who it is. I'm getting ready to just open my page up. I just be like, just like approve. I don't know. I'm just gonna open it up so I don't have to do that. But you can follow the radio show without getting approved. You just go on and like it. That's Swap Radio on Instagram, Facebook. Hit that like. TikTok, Tony, I never sent you the information, but I'm gonna get it to you. My personal Instagram is Monica WL less than the number 2. And TikTok is the same. Monica WL less than the number 2. Somebody's gonna end up with my Facebook from here. Because I think I shared something. But anyway, we'll know, whatever. If you missed the episode of Swap Radio and you would like to catch up, go right ahead and log on to ONFIRE-TV.com and you can see any episode from now or way back because we've been doing this for a while. If you would like to be a guest, you can reach out to either one of our social medias as well as email us at theswapradioshow@gmail.com. I have some of your questions. Some of you know who you are because you told me you was going to tune in, whether it be live or later. You're looking at this and you know, you're going to know, like, this is my question. This is what I asked. I can't text this person and make sure that they're on. However, Tony, what's your quote? You know you're the one bringing the quote, so I ask you this every week.
You know what? And this week, for whatever reason, I've been thinking about this. It's not really a quote, but it is a quote. And it says, warning is heeded before destruction. And the reason I brought that, well, that's what I'm going with, because the reason I brought that up is a lot of us get warnings in life to change behaviors and situations, and we ignore them warnings until it destroys us physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I brought that up because I had got warnings along the way that I ignored, and it destroyed something. So that's why I came with that quote.
Well, okay. That's a good one. You know what I had? I'm just going to say, love on your family while they're here. As well as just because you have a bad relationship with people over here does not mean that I have to have a bad relationship with this person. Okay? At all. So basically what I'm saying is because I did see somebody say, oh, if you don't fuck with my homegirl, I don't fuck with you either. Why? I mean, that wasn't said to me. I just overheard that. But why?
A lot of people live like that, and that's just wrong.
But that's what I'm saying. Just see, this is what I never like. When I gotta do this, somebody asking me about us being live. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to post it. I don't like. It's crazy that this happens every week, and I always say go practice before the show. I cannot.
Practice makes perfect.
No, because it like take me away from what I'm doing right now.
What you focused on.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be focusing on my rant that I'm trying to go on. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now you're asking me to. Oh, that's why, because it's not there. So, Diamond K, can you come on the screen or something? So when I look at my computer, right? If I look on here, it'll show the watch live button, but it's not the mobile.
Yeah. So if you're on mobile, you know, just like any mobile thing, you just click on the left side. It has you know, like a little icon. You hit that, and then Watch Live will appear.
It did, and then it took me, and all I see is Keita Marie show episode.
Okay, so I'm surprised that we're doing this on the show, but we can.
Okay, well, don't do it on the show. I was just trying to. I have like 6 people asking me. That's not
okay.
right.
So I'm just we're doing a show. Let me bring it up on the screen. Okay, so. Right, and then what this is on a desktop version. This is what you see on the mobile version. And then when we click that, this is the show is right there where it says episode 63.
Okay, so can you play the video? So listen, y'all.
If you hit, I can't do that because we're doing it now, so it's going to sound really crazy if I push play. But this is it right here.
Okay, thank you. So
you see ONFIRE-TV.com/watch, right? Or they can just do that.
Hello. We're gonna move along with the show. We're gonna move along with the show, and my rant is going. I'm getting ready to unleash it on every fucking body. So yeah, we're gonna move along. This particular show, I'm a dedicate to my cousin who passed away in an accident over the weekend, about 2:30 in the morning on Saturday. So we're gonna play this little clip before I say what else I would like to say.
It's in you. I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God may know why. Still, I will get by. Suddenly so fast. How could it be that a sweet memory
It's only why you looking at the camera so serious. So
I
look,
turned the camera off while the video played.
so look. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna be together for 1 second. Cause I think it's weird. Like, I didn't know his mother. And hell, I didn't know his father. To be honest. Like, I think I've said it on here. I don't know how many times. Like, I didn't meet this side of my father's family until I was an adult children. So he's like a year and some change older than my oldest son. So I was talking to one of our cousins earlier, like the way that his mother is carrying this funeral arrangements and trying to keep it from the butchers, like nobody's supposed to know. Like, I really don't want to say anything that he told me as it goes as far as her and the children that she had. I will not repeat those things. But I think it's very selfish, childish. You mad about the way somebody treated you. So you keep the family that people that loved him, period. Because he worked on my job. And all of those people that knew him is like, when is that right? What are the arrangements? Because they want to go. Everybody, like, you don't have to know your child's relationship with somebody in order for them to be there. So it's almost like it's gonna be private. And only they gonna know. This woman called me more than once. She has texted me because she was given my number from one of our other cousins. And she wanted to know all that. Like, what line I was in, like, where do I fall? Like, listen, I don't know half these people. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, and to be honest, I never met Uncle Mott, so I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know these people, but I knew him. We built a relationship. And truth be told, she not even an emergency contact. At the job, they called me trying to see why he didn't come to work. They didn't call her. So I'm just like, wait a minute now. I called you. I really almost feel like, listen, I didn't really want to get into that on here, but to know that you purposely, she did text me yesterday and say, oh, we at the funeral home. I'll call you later with the arrangements. But I called you 3 times today and texted you twice, and you ain't answered. But you posted on Facebook. What? What is going on? I think it is so weird that anybody would do that. Like, cool, you married, you got a whole other man, all that is cute. But he still got family over here, whether you like it or not. It's crazy. That's all I know. She told me the body was at Vaughn Green. She told his brother that. She told Sterling it was that Vaughn Green. I got to the point where I called. They like, no. Like, what? I look online, put his name in for the obituary. Nothing. So where do you take him at? What is the point in keeping us from coming to the homegoing service? So I'm at the point where, listen, I feel like I do know of at least me and Sharia, we do event planning. We can plan our own little memorial and not even have the body there. Like, it's not like it can't be done. I just think that's crazy. I just had to say that. I really did. I would say more, but I'm not. I'm not. I will repeat. No, I'm not sick. I was crying. My daughter say, "You sick?" No. Yeah. No, I want to take a break. We're gonna keep it going. Yeah, we just gonna keep going. But yeah, y'all just keep our family in y'all prayers. Cause there's some crazy stuff going on. I got Phil Tony and I ain't really talked to Tony about it because
Listen, I grew up in the situation. So I know a lot. I probably don't know some of the stuff that he told you with his personal experience, but I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like Uncle Mop is my grandmother's brother. And our family, of course, you didn't know because you wasn't around growing up. We were super tight. So Denzel, Tony, the other brother, I can't remember his name because he went off in the military. Sterling, all of us grew up together. Well, Sterling was the older generation, but the mother, we call her Aunt Margaret out of respect, but this has always been black.
She got a whole nother husband. Her name Margaret.
Touche. I ain't gonna argue that. Very valid point, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that's been like since he was probably about 8 or 9. That has always been to keep him away from the butchers. Everything is keep away from the butchers, and I don't know what came about for that to happen. I don't know, but it's very disrespectful. I think whether it's family or not, when a person dies, you should let that person legacy bring in whoever they was associated with.
Right. And that's the thing. That's why I say you don't know the relationship that people have. You just don't know.
He came and sought the butcher side of the family out himself.
Right.
And made friends with all of us again. You know what I'm saying? Nobody go track him down. He couldn't even find his own brother. You know what I'm saying? He came and sought us out.
Listen, let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get off this topic because we ain't about to just add the whole family. But listen, tell me how. Tell me this. State trooper don't go to her house.
He went to Sterling's.
They go to Sterling and notify him. It's a reason, baby. It's a reason. So what we not gonna do.
I pulled the report up to see it myself. They don't give us all the pertinent information, but when I pulled the report up, Sterling Jr. was the family contact that was on the report.
Oh, of course. And that's what I'm telling you. Even at the job, she's not even an emergency contact. It was my name first and then Sterling's name. And I guess it was my name first because we working at the same place. But then Sterling's name was next.
I don't even think her name is in his phone.
The best friend.
Rashad.
No. It was the female. He has a male best friend and a female best friend.
Oh, I don't know who was in the car because it don't list it.
I ain't talking about in the car. I'm talking about his emergency contacts at the job.
All right. I was thinking you was talking about the accident. Yeah.
No. And then I hear that chick acting stupid with her brother. People asking how he doing. She don't.
Yeah, she ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what really itches my soul. Like when these people are going through these situations, and I know we're getting off this topic, but I just gotta say this. Why do people, and I'm saying this for everybody watching, stop taking this shit personal. It's not about you. It's about them in that moment, who they was involved with, who they love, who they was friends with. It's not about you. When you do that, that's selfish. That's selfish. And you reap what you sow. And I ain't gonna get you attached to this, but that's selfish. And God don't like selfishness. He don't like ugly people. You know what I'm saying? Like that is ugly. And you're gonna get back everything you give it out times 10.
This dog is getting on my nerves. All right, y'all, because I don't want to stay emotional the whole show.
Me either. Next topic.
So listen. because that got me a little messed up. I was like, I'm about to call this woman. I'm going to cuss her out. And I was like, listen, if one thing I do have is a platform. That's all I know. But
I bet you my aunt will find it. I'm gonna call her.
listen, you gonna do what?
Call my aunt. I bet you she'll find it.
Listen,
Beverly will find it.
listen. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody already texted me that. They already texted me they on it. 2 people that text me, you gonna know about them all. So listen, go invade the funeral. Listen, I'm sorry. Excuse myself for those, y'all.
I just had an ignorant moment, but I ain't even gonna say it. Move
Don't
on.
even say it. You talk after this. Listen, it ain't like he rock with them that hard, but I'm gonna be quiet on that too. So moving on, y'all. We just got some updates, for some previous stories we had talked about. We do have one update. So if you guys remember a while back, a former police officer had allegedly abused some children at a Baltimore County daycare. And Mr. Wings, for whatever reason, some judge sees it fit for him to be released on home monitor, which is absolutely insane to me. James Wings Jr., who was shot by his wife after allegedly sexually abusing children at her daycare in Baltimore County, can be now released to home detention while he awaits trial. The judge ruled on Tuesday. What? So it says Wings remains held without bail, but has been placed on a level 3 home detention. The court said, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, my text coming on my iPad. Anyway, the court said he is not to have contact with children, victims, or witnesses. This 57-year-old man was touching children, okay? And his wife let him know that she wasn't okay with that. So she shot him, okay? It wasn't here. I don't know what difference that would make. It happened in D.C. And so, unfortunately, she got 4 years. So maybe she'll, get some of that reduced with good behavior or whatever. But do you agree? Do anybody agree that he should even be allowed to have home detention? Because I feel like he should stay in there.
He should be in there. I don't. You know what? These judges that make these type of decisions, it got to be some type of law enacted or invented or something, written something to put their asses in jail or something. Because there's no way you're telling me he's safer or he's not a risk coming out of jail to go on a home detention system.
But look, his trial is not scheduled to start until May 6, 2024. So he might as well just stay in it.
But he can come out and he can break that. That's all it is a plastic bracelet on your ankle. He can walk out that front door and go on a run and rape children, kill people, whatever. Like, come on, let's be for real. Like the community is much safer with him in jail. You're giving him an opportunity now to escape, to just freely walk out his door. Even though he could have possibly freely walked out of the detention center, you know what I mean? Because it has happened plenty of times. But it's harder than him just waking up, being able to, he can be able to sit and watch TV. He's going to be able to walk around his house, make phone calls, text, do whatever. Like, no.
Whenever he wants to, whatever time.
No, it should not be like that. No, exactly. He violated innocent children. He needs to have the worst of the worst. So what? He's getting fucked up in jail. He deserves it. And he should be in there to account more of that abuse. Let some more people beat his ass in jail. No, you giving him, fuck that. I don't agree with that. That judge should be disbarred. Fuck that judge.
Well, keep in mind, y'all be voting these people in. I'm just saying, they be voting the people in.
Crock of shit. I said I wasn't gonna be emotional this show.
Man, I started it off emotional, so um, yeah, um, it is what it is. We won't stay on this topic too long. Of course, you guys can comment in the comment section, tell us your thoughts, and they'll be on the screen somewhere. Um, we're gonna move on to the next story. Um, so there's this light skinned guy. Okay, let me not say that. There's a Caucasian guy, goes by the name of Cody. Cody, is it Heron? I guess it's not Heron because it's not two R's. However, um, he decides that he's gonna, they're all on dirt bikes. They kind of do the same thing we do here in the city. They on that dirt bike. When the video starts, it shows him jumping on the back of this woman's car on the window, on the windshield, and it goes in. However, it didn't show what happened before that. What happened was he sideswiped her. She started yelling at him. So he didn't like it, and that's when he did that. However, she got out the car to approach him about it because she has children in the back seat. While he was jumping down off the car, his gun dropped down to the ground. He picked it up and put it immediately in her face. But she definitely didn't back down. She stayed right there toe to toe with him. Didn't back down at all. Now, I'm not sure if I would do that. But that is exactly what she did. She stood there toe to toe, did not care. He put the gun back in his pants, and then they eventually drove off. I will say that TikTok did their work. They did their job as they always do. They found him. They found his Facebook, his address. They found everything about this man, and then he was arrested. So he's a 26-year-old knucklehead, thug. Ain't that what they do to the brown people?
Yeah, he's a thug. He's a thug.
He's a 26-year-old thug named Cody Heron, whatever. He's been charged with possession of an instrument of crime, which sounds crazy to me.
Hold on.
That's what it say. He has been charged with possession of an instrument of crime, recklessly endangering another person, and aggravated assault.
Talk about
That's
privilege.
what the district attorney said in Philadelphia, not me.
Talk about privilege.
What happened? Oh, wait a minute. They said he had a permit to have the gun, but he didn't have a permit to just put that thing in our face like that. Where's the destruction of property? I could think of some more things because he damn sure stood up there and jumped on that windshield until it went in. On top of those kids at that. So, I don't know. In that situation, what would you do?
Well, you know my answer. Philadelphia is one of the gun-carrying states. Mama should have had a gun, and when he pulled his gun up, she should have lit his ass up.
Yeah, I think they was more concerned about her, about the kids in the back. There is a GoFundMe up. Yeah, the person that created it was saying, now let me back up. She was doing Uber Eats. While them kids was out there, it's none of my business. He had no business jumping, he had no business sideswiping her or jumping on that car. That's all I know. But I can't knock her. She was out there trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? So she did have does have a GoFundMe up. And the person's goal was to just try to get her another car, not just get that fixed, because it is an older model vehicle. But I'm not sure how the GoFundMe is going because I didn't click on it. But I hope she can, get another job, I should say. I don't know how safe this is for her. Yeah. Look how cool. And then he headbutted her too. He headbutted her. Which is crazy, right?
Piece of shit.
He is. He a thug. He's a maniac. What else they become? I'm over it. I didn't see anybody call him a thug though, right? Because exactly what they call us. Brown people. All right, y'all. If you can comment, comment. I don't know. That's what I heard. We're gonna move on to the next story because I have some things to do, and Tony got some dating questions to answer. We because they wasn't sent just for Tony. So there was another mass shooting in Baltimore. If you haven't heard, you're under a rock. Because this was even on CNN. So you must be under a rock if you haven't heard about this. But there were 5 people injured in the Morgan State University shooting, and they were not the intended targets. Allegedly, it was between 2 groups of young men, and the people that were shot had nothing to do with it. It was 4 males, 1 female. And they were all bystanders, let's just say that. Now, this is during homecoming weekend. Now, people have flown in, driven plenty of miles to be here for this. And unfortunately, some nonsense takes place on campus. And now everything was shut down. So there will be nothing going on this weekend. Sorry it had to go that way for some of you. I'm praying for speedy recoveries for the young adults. They were 18 to 22. So, I'm praying for their speedy recovery. This can be traumatizing and make them not even want to stay on campus. So, yeah.
I don't know if you looked at the Fox 45 story they had up the other night and they was waiting for.
I don't like Fox. I feel like they racist. So you can tell me about it because I didn't see it.
Because they was talking to a lot of students that was there or that was trying to get back to campus, and a lot of the students definitely echoed they got to reconsider, because some of them said they felt safe, but they had to reconsider the access to the campus by non-campus personnel. A couple of the students said that they didn't feel safe. They would have to reevaluate their decision to go there. But the following day, my daughter's mother and her grandmother lives right there, and it was a mass exodus of people from that campus.
Of course, they said some people was going home. They said some people had decided to go home, for the weekend. So,
yeah. And I don't.
And I would want to get my child too.
Oh, absolutely. But I wouldn't have ended the festivities for the week. I would have tightened up security. I would have asked the governor for more help because that is a state-funded school,
Right.
so they can send state resources. I would ask for more security, state police, whatever they got to send. You know what I mean? I would have let the festivities go on.
You know what I'm saying? They already get searched to go in there.
Yeah, I would let the festivities go. When incidents like this happen, these mass shootings, these mass crimes across the world, it don't matter if it's a school, a church, whatever, and you stop the festivities from happening, you're giving those criminals the power. But not only are you giving them the power, you're making people feel alone. You're making people feel what's the word I'm looking for? Like more depressed of that situation. You gotta kind of find some normalcy and keep moving. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that happened, and again, I echo with Monica. that my prayers go out to the families, and I pray for speedy recovery. First, this shouldn't have never happened. But secondly, when things like this happen, you gotta keep moving, especially in this moment with one of the top premier HBCUs in the country.
Right.
You gotta keep moving. I just
And
think
my thing is, it wasn't meant for anybody that was there. I mean, not
absolutely that's why
their school is just in the neighborhood.
right.
You know what I mean? So it's homes near there, and it just wasn't meant for a student. So
All
it's
right.
like,
Let me say something from the perspective of legal counsel. The shooters have not been apprehended, and the president of the school feels the need to protect the student body at large, and you don't know whether anything. So it's just like, so you have all these festivities, and everything y'all said is true, but it's just like you got to weigh it out as to what's the safest thing for the student body and the alumni and the current students. It happened on the campus, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what if something else happens?
so let me say this, because when they say on campus, I need to see the exact picture of when they say on campus, because you want to get down. Because when that guy got shot on in the 1700 block of Ashland,
Yeah.
they said they was on Hopkins campus, but that's Kennedy right there.
Yeah.
So now that he's died, it's now a homicide. So now you're going to say that he was killed on Hopkins campus, and technically it's not. The school is a couple blocks up the street, but the way that they look at it is the campus, like what is that, Northwood Shopping Center? They would consider that a part of campus. Why? Because Morgan.
Because I think they own that though. I think they own that.
No, I don't think they own the shopping center, but they have started to build over there.
Yeah.
They brought that a while back.
They're trying to take over that whole thing, but you're right. So if technically if it was in Northwood Shopping Center, or what we call Northwood, is it still even called that? I mean, there are other stores there, right?
Oh, there's definitely also a whole bunch of stores over there.
Still over there, yeah. So I guess depending on where in that parking lot it happened, if it happened there, they would say that was school property, depending on where it was, right?
It still happened on campus, like
it happened
with the shooting that happened, the off-campus shooting at Marble Hall Apartments. Remember?
Yeah, remember that.
Long ago either.
Yeah, that was that last year? Or that, if it wasn't last year, it was the year before.
Last year. That was last year.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But this shooting happened on the back of what's that, Northwestern Police Station?
Ain't no Northwestern over there.
Northeastern Police Station.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That happened on the back of Northeastern Police Station at that new apartment.
On what street?
It's on Argonne. It's across from the Murphy Fine Arts building. It's that new building that they built. They call it Thurgood Marshall.
So is that down by the shopping center?
No, that's behind the police station. That's on Argonne. You know where the Carl Murphy Fine Arts building is?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
That building got.
If you go a couple blocks down the street, you at Northwest. I mean, you at the Northwood.
Correct.
But the shooting happened directly across the street from the Murphy Fine Arts building, because that building got shattered by bullets as well.
I mean, and listen, while you're saying that still is in close proximity to Northwood Shopping Center.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not arguing about that. I'm just trying to give you a visual of where it's at.
No, but I'm just yeah, that is definitely a better visual. But I guess my point is, and I think it's very unfortunate that this would affect the homecoming activities. But if we were on the board now, if we're students, if the three of us are students, we're mad, right? If we're alumni, we probably still mad, especially if we traveled to go there or something like that. Right. But if we sitting on the board of the school, or if Monica is the president of Morgan State University,
And you're thinking about future incoming
you would
students.
make that same decision. You would make the decision to stop, everything, because it's going to be a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on the president to stop things, even though it's not popular with the students I think the game has been postponed, and I think I think it's one of they canceled the parade, they canceled all these big things, right?
Right.
And yeah, so I mean, it costs them. It's going to cost them a lot of money. It's going to hurt a lot. But if you are the president, I don't see how you can make any other decision but that.
I mean, and that's true, because you got to think about future students coming.
Definitely.
If all they know is, oh well, somebody was shot, and then they're gonna still carry on with the festivities, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, and you ain't gonna want to send your child there.
Right.
You know what I mean? They ain't got Coach Prom. They ain't got Coach Prom there. Recruiting ain't gonna recruiting is.
I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, I understand all that. I just feel like it's just my personal feeling. They should have just he made it his job to echo Governor Moore's name, and he said whatever he want that Governor Moore promised him he would get. I would have told him send me all of them Department of General Service police, state police, them natural resource polices. You fled the place with police.
If it happened in the summertime, if it happened, even if it happened in May, that wouldn't have affected. But this is the week of homecoming. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the timing.
I get it.
Worse. The timing could have been worse. And what's also bad about it?
About the way they was checking the rooms.
Yeah, but I mean, and this is the thing. It doesn't only affect Morgan. This affects the entire city, because Morgan homecoming weekend, people spending money, they partying, like it brings money to the city.
Yeah, the city lives it up for that weekend.
The city's hurt by this.
That's cool. Now answer my question. How did y'all feel about the way they were checking the rooms to see if the shooters was on campus?
Well, when it goes out as an active shooter, because of my job, we got that training of how to evacuate and stuff like that. I'm not upset about that, because I know what their rationale of thinking is. If I'm in the public and I'm not familiar with their operations, I will be upset. But because I know a little bit of their thinking for that situation, I'm not upset about it. I think it was warranted.
What am I talking about?
You're talking about how they was kicking in the doors and running through the building with the guns, right?
Yeah, they wasn't kicking in the doors. What I'm talking about,
not physically, but I'm just saying,
hold on, because I want you to get why I'm asking that in that way, because some parents were saying that they didn't like that they had the guns pointed at the kids when they opened the door, and they told them to turn around. They had their hands up, pull your shirt up, because they wanted to make sure you didn't have a gun. That's what I'm talking about, not the fact that they were told to shelter in place, because that is normal when it's like that. An active shooter. We've even trained in the active shooter or mass casualty. So that's what I'm saying. Do you see?
I'm saying the same.
And having the guns pointed at the kids. That's what I'm asking.
That's the part I'm talking about.
But you're talking about kicking in the doors. I'm talking about.
I didn't mean it like kicking in the doors like that. I'm just saying, like, they went from door to door, banging on the doors. The kids open the doors, hands up, show me. Yeah. So here at my facility, we do the FEMA training and that shooting training, and they walk us through that exact situation, is what I'm saying. So after an active shooter, we're trained to be the person that go render aid and get the people out or get them away as the shooting going on. That's one of the aspects that they put in our job. So that's what I was talking about. When they tell them to lift their shirt up and all that, I understand that because we was trained through that. I'm talking about the same thing you're talking about.
You was trained. What was you trained to do with no weapon? You was trained to see.
No, see, you're going at the wrong thing.
No. I'm asking you.
I just explained it to you.
No, because you're telling me what they trained you to do. I'm not even going to talk about my training because that's not my question. Because as a parent, and I'm looking at my child with the gun pointed at him, that's what I'm talking about. I don't have an issue with what they did because the goal was to find a person that may have had a gun. I don't have an issue with none of that. But what I'm asking is what are your thoughts about them having the gun? See how I'm not saying them going through and opening this door and that door. Them having the guns pointed at the children, telling them to lift their shirts and things of that nature. That's the only thing that I'm talking about. There were parents that were upset about that. There are some kids that say that they are traumatized because they open the door and then there's two men right there with big guns. That's all I'm talking about, not the training of it and what we're supposed to look for and those type of things. I'm speaking of as a parent and you see your child with a big gun pointed at him saying, show me, lift your shirt.
Again, because I understand what they're doing, I don't have a problem with it. It don't matter if the gun is big or little. A gun pointed at a person is all the same way. You know what I'm saying? I understand their thought process. They don't know them kids. They don't know if one of them kids are the shooter. So you talk about ensuring your child is safe. The only way I can assure that your child is safe is if I treat them, quote unquote, as a criminal until I know that they're not a criminal. I understand that. I have no problem with that.
I know because you had the training. So anyway,
it has nothing to do with the training. It's having the knowledge.
Hold on. If you would like to comment on any of these topics, comment. I saw a Diamond K comment. So the comment box should be working unless there's something going on with your personal device. But as y'all know, the conversation continues when the show is over. Moving along because, as I said, I still need to eat. I didn't. And Tiffany is right up under me getting on my nerves. That little whisker, whatever it is, it's on my arm. But anyway, real quick, y'all, we only have 3 questions. Dating questions that I'm going to ask. Just got to speed this up or it's only to repeat yourself 8,000 times. So, when you're dating, when do you disclose if you have ever been engaged or married to the person that you're dating?
Do you have to tell them? Tell them when they ask.
You sound like one of the men that commented. Diamond K, can you pop in for this? Can he pop in? Maybe he can't pop in.
Yeah.
You need me to read it again?
Yes, please.
Okay. When dating.
Yes.
When do you tell the person or persons that you're dating whether you have been engaged or married before?
Preferably on a Saturday, because this is a weekend conversation. This is not a weekday conversation. You know, that's what I would think. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
It's light skin shit.
It's a Saturday conversation. But definitely like Tony.
Yo, I'm dying over here.
It's definitely not something that you'd be like, hey, how you doing? I was engaged before. How about you? Like, it gotta come up in the you know what I mean, in the
Nobody
right.
said that. It's like a
that's what I'm saying. It's a Saturday conversation because it's like it's something that I having over dinner or you know what I mean, like while y'all socializing or something like that.
That's what she's saying. Like when she's saying, like, is it or is it a she? It could be a he. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think you bring it up. So like for me.
So why wouldn't it come up when you be like, how many kids do you have?
Yeah, it definitely doesn't come up then. You know what I mean? I don't think it should come up then because the thing is that to Tony's point, I think if you volunteer the information, it just seems awkward. It seems like it's on your mind or like it's not like kids where as though this is something I deal with all the time. Like I was engaged back 10 years ago and like if it comes up too quick or you bring it up first, it just seems like it's something that's kind of paramount on your mind. That's what I think.
So, not telling someone something Is that equivalent to lying?
Well,
Omitting?
you know,
Omitting?
no, I don't think like in this instance, I don't think that it is because you know we have a lifetime to get to know each other, right? So I need to have different things to tell you over the course of the years. So you know what I mean? I didn't tell you about the time that I stole a GI Joe man out of Caldor, but if it comes up in a conversation, then I could bring it up sometime. Like if your son steals some shit, I could be like, "Dad, I stole something one time when I was 10." You know what I mean? But you don't just bring it up immediately because then she gonna think you a thief. So it's just
Shouldn't say, oh well, I would know anyway, because I'm already on case search.
I didn't get caught though. It was Cobra Commander. I didn't get caught.
I just think when you bring something like that up early on and you getting to know people, that kind of bring red flags up.
No,
Absolutely.
it don't. No, it
Absolutely.
don't. Let me tell you this. No. I'm about to tell Shanette cook in real fast.
Now, if you were married, so it's just like, so for instance,
okay. No, because y'all done said what y'all had to say, and both of y'all full of bullshit. The light skin and the brown skin, y'all full of bullshit. Listen to me. Ain't no don't tell them. First of all, let me comment on this omitting. When you omit the truth, then you're lying.
If you're asked, but you don't just go and just volunteer random dumb
I don't
stuff.
have to ask. If you omit it, then you're lying. You omitted it because
that's not okay. Look, this is really crazy. I don't want to get too personal, but listen.
No, light skin.
Don't leave here. Don't leave here. Stay right there.
Hold your thought.
Okay.
When you omit, you lying to me. Okay, that's it, and that's all. However, if you were married, but maybe I don't want to deal with somebody that's been married before. Okay. So if you tell me up front, let me decide. Don't take away my choice to decide whether I want to deal with somebody that's
how
been
does
married
the person know every single thing that they've experienced in their life that you could use as a factor to not date them? How are they supposed to know every little thing in their whole life?
To know.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not omitting. If we didn't have this conversation, we didn't talk about marriage. You never asked me if I was engaged. I'm not omitting. If you ask me, was I engaged and I dance around it, that's omitting. But if we never have the marriage conversation,
no, when you dance around it, you flat out lying.
Huh? That's not lying.
You avoiding answering the question.
No, I'm saying if we don't bring that conversation, let's say the conversation don't come until 3 weeks after we met, right? So the first 3 weeks I was lying to you because we never talked about it?
That's not what I said. You said if you ask the question, if I ask the question and
then
you dance around it, then that's you lying.
Yes, that's true. But that's not what nobody does in that situation.
I said you lying, and now you said it's true.
No. That's not roll the tape back. That's not what I said. I'm saying this. It comes up whenever it comes up in a conversation. If you're dealing with somebody who is previously divorced, the conversation will probably come up sooner because that's part of their story. But if you was never married, the guy was never married, it may not come up for months and months. It may not come up for a year because neither one of y'all was married. But if you were,
when do you tell them that you was a sex offender or you're a murderer? Like when do those things come up?
Well, if you're a sex offender and a murderer, if you're a sex offender and a murderer, you shouldn't even be fucking dating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why they can't date?
Who the fuck gonna date them?
Yeah, but here's the other thing.
How do they know unless you tell them?
We can't say this because it's a lot of women and men that dated people that have committed, that taken somebody's life.
They have felonies.
Yeah, but listen, Monica, have you ever asked the guy you was dating, you ever killed somebody before? You ain't never asked somebody that.
I did. I ain't asked you. I just don't think you about that life.
What?
He'd have been the first one I asked. He's sneaky as shit. That's the ones you asked.
You asked somebody they killed somebody before?
He ain't tough, Tony.
You say he ain't tough, Tony, or you say I ain't tough and my name is not Tony?
Listen, you ain't tough, Tony.
He's telling me that you ain't tough.
Look, you know how many songs I done killed? You know how many DJs I done murdered the bomber clot?
How
that's
many
that
sons
light
you
skin
didn't
shit.
kill? Oh, yeah. Well, we know how many sons you didn't kill because you're a former
Well, you
mayor or
don't know
something.
whoever was a girl or boy.
You said sons.
That's what he
Listen,
just said.
he
He
killed
said
a
you
whole
don't
No,
know
bunch.
how many.
Listen,
songs. I said
allegedly he
songs,
killed a whole
man.
bunch of
I
sons.
said songs. SONGS.
You
He
said
said
son.
sons. He said
No, it's my
sons.
accent.
You ain't got no damn accent. You from Bernice Street.
No, when I go out of town, they say I got an accent.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
stopped talking at that point.
But you're right. I have never killed anyone. You're right. No sex offenses, but I was engaged before. How about that?
oh,
But
I
it's
wasn't
not.
asking.
It's not something. It's not something that you should
So,
bring up on.
question: did you tell people you was a former parent?
Everybody know.
Yeah, I know. I definitely
book-
talk about
is
it. Yes, I do. I
Is the
bring it
book
up,
still available on?
especially. I bring it up, especially if they
Is the book
have
still
children.
available on Amazon?
Yes, especially if they have children, I will bring it up because they'll look at me and say, "Oh, you don't have any kids, so you might not understand how to deal with children. This may be difficult for you." And I'm like,
You
"Whoa,
probably
slow your
third by
roll."
now.
I'd be like, "Slow your roll." There was a time when, you know what I mean, but yeah. So then they'd be like, "Wow, that's crazy," and I'd be like, "You're right. It is crazy."
Anyway,
This guy.
listen, fellas, don't listen to these guys. Let these women
So
have a
tell the
choice.
lady as soon as you get her number, be like, "Hey, I was engaged, right?" That shit
You
don't
know I
sound
got divorced, right? She
right.
gonna
Yeah.
give you your phone number right back, like have a
You
nice
know,
life.
Oh no,
I screwed up my first marriage, right?
That's the thing, right? That's not true. Because I would rather a man be honest with me. If you're married and you're separated, say that.
Okay,
Now,
but
I
what
might
if
not deal
he's
with you.
like, I
I
had a
might not deal
girlfriend
with
when
you.
I was, I didn't go to nobody to the prom. I went to the prom by myself. Like you be like,
Nobody's
okay.
asking about the prom. This is
But
the
I'm
light
saying if
skin
you
shit
ask
right here.
him, but see,
This
that's
the
not what
light
your
skin shit
question.
right
That
here.
wasn't your question. You said how long before you didn't turn the whole thing to something else. You said how long or if you should bring it up. If somebody asks you directly, you answer that question honestly. But you don't just walk around like, hey, you ready to get breakfast? You know I was engaged before, right? And it's just like past the eggs.
Who said you do that within the first 5 minutes? When I
Man,
asked
this
you how
going down
long, you
range.
still didn't tell me how long. You know what you said? It just don't
God
come.
damn, it's coming down.
That's rain.
Yeah, that's rain.
Rain coming down where? It's raining outside, y'all.
Yes, don't you hear it?
Not over here.
Where you at?
I'm in White Mart.
Not over here. My daughter said no.
Yo, what's up with the water, fam?
She's not bad. She want.
I listen. I can't talk
Bro,
about
what is
that.
y'all doing? What is y'all doing to the water?
I
You
don't
know you
treat the
can't ask him
water.
about his job. Let me ask you about
Okay,
your
my
job.
bad.
How
All
come
right.
that woman computer was acting stupid earlier when I called?
Which one?
What you
What
mean?
it was
Which one?
doing?
You want me to tell her name?
What was the computer doing? No.
Oh well, she kept saying she couldn't find me in the system. Then she found me. Like, girl, what are you talking about?
Did you
Then
give
she
her?
tell me my address wasn't my address. I'm like, what
Oh
did you
wow,
talking
yeah,
about?
no, that's her. She yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
she's not mad. She can't comment.
She can comment. She can click the link. She can join the show.
She was trying to, but
She got touch now while she driving. She can't.
you know what? You talking? Oh, she said, let
But
me on.
Diamond K, I will say this much though, Diamond K, that
Wait a minute, y'all. I gotta give her
parasite
the thing.
was found in a body of storage water.
Oh, well, that's good to know because that's better than but and it's
Yeah,
gets
it wasn't found in the treated water.
that's
So
good.
the water comes from the reservoir and it goes to it comes from the reservoirs and it goes to the filtration plants and sit in those like the Drew Hill Lake and
Right.
Ashburton Lake. It sits there before it gets treated and then pumped into the system. Once it gets treated, it don't go back to an open system.
Right.
So they ask people to boil the water in case the parasite made it through the treatment process, which I can promise you, if they're doing it the way that the federal regulations is, those parasites won't make it through the treatment process.
Right, and it doesn't seem like that it would. But the part that has me so confused is if they find a parasite in untreated water. I'm sure. Why do we need to know? Why are they testing the untreated water? They should only be, to me, testing for us to be able to drink the treated water and not water that has not even been prepared for supposed to go to people's houses.
Because you got to know what's in the water to know how to properly treat it. Because
Gotcha. Okay.
E. coli can thrive through the chlorine treatment of fresh drinking water. So
Okay.
if it got E. coli in it, you got to add other chemicals, and those
Gotcha.
things
That
are
makes sense.
tested. Yeah, those things, those open bodies of water, the reservoir, Liberty, Pretty Boy, Inlock Raven, all of those waters get tested multiple times a day. The actual Drew Hill Lake, Montebello, Ashburton, all of those holding waters, they get tested. And then even after the water is put through the piping system, they go test that water at different locations throughout the city, throughout the week, multiple times a day.
She about to get your ass.
The city and the county, actually. So it's not so when they look for stuff, they and like last year when they found that E. coli in the water system,
Mhm.
that was found at the police station over there of us at Riggs and Fulton. That's one of their testing facilities. That E. coli was found in that police station. So they made that announcement for that area.
Right.
And so they treated that area, they overchlorinated the water to and put the other E. coli chemicals in there to kill it. But the water didn't make it from the filtration plant to that area without polluting everything along the way. That E. coli, my assumption was that it was in that police building, and as a precaution, they said that everybody in that area treat their water.
Yeah, but I think that it and everything that you said makes sense. But I think that what we have is these precautions that scare the entire city, county population. Why not? And if all that has to happen is we just have to boil the water and that clears up everything, why don't they just do that with all the water off the top?
Because they don't have a way to heat the water at the plant. And then the second part to that is when you heat water, you kill all the bacteria in the water, but you also neutralize the effect of the chemicals.
Got you. That makes
So
sense.
like on a hotter day, like on a 90-degree day, you put in more chlorine in water than you will put on a 60-degree day. And in turn of adding more chlorine, you got to add more fluoride. You got to add more sulfide dioxide.
Oh wow, this is way too complicated.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
so
lot to it.
depending
Yeah.
on the weather, like depending on the weather, has an effect on the water treatment tactics.
The process of the water treatment, yes. The
Oh,
hotter it is, the more chemicals you got to
the
add.
average person doesn't know that. Yeah, the average
No,
person doesn't know that. Yeah.
no. That's why when they gave certain areas, you can't. The West Baltimore water treatment facility is on Drew Hill and Liberty Road. So when they disperse that water from Ashburton filtration plant, it don't go just to Riggs or just to Caton Avenue. No, it's filling up the whole west side of the city and the county. So
Wow.
All right, that's what's up. So
if
listen,
you
right?
have something there, it's going to be in that entire area, not just
Right.
certain neighborhoods.
Right. And which is why they send the notifications out. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Shanette, get it off your chest. Because I got to get up off here. I'm hungry. Did y'all eat dinner?
Hey guys, first of all,
Hey.
I am cracking up in
Hey.
here off of y'all. It's been funny, but yes, I'm not saying that when you first, hey, you exchange numbers or whatever, because of course when you introducing it, when you first meet someone, you're giving your name. Some men, hey, they ain't got no how they giving me their whole names. Um, I'm giving them, hey, my name, Shanette Jones, whatever. So when you introduce yourself to me, we ain't got to have that conversation right there. But I'm already going home on case search. and I'm already going to look it up and see what already was going on. I'm not going to go back and say, "Oh, hey, I see that you was married or whatever." I'm going to see. Cause we're
No,
gonna
no,
continue
we
to.
said engaged, not married.
I'm sorry.
Engaged.
It was both.
It was
Okay.
both because yeah,
Well,
I'm not.
engaged is not going to show up in no search.
No, he said married.
Oh,
She said married.
Yes,
okay.
I said, when do you disclose that you've been engaged or married?
Right.
Okay.
You know, I tell
Married, I
you,
think
Yeah,
it's yeah.
engagement I know won't show up in case search, but for sure, if you're
a
married
divorce
or
will.
divorced,
Yeah.
it's gonna show up that you were,
Yeah, married. No, I have no qualms about that. My thing is engaged because that's the only thing that applied to me.
Okay, now engagement it won't, but it's still like on a like you
You been
said on a
engaged before?
Saturday. Say it again, Monica.
I asked Tony, was he engaged before?
Never.
Well, damn. Shanae, you been engaged before?
No, I haven't.
Well, damn.
Wait a minute. Hold it. You, Monica. I
I've been
guess it was
both.
like a
I've been
partial
engaged and
engagement. I don't
married.
know what it was.
Engaged again.
Listen, it was a partial, whatever they was trying to do. But anyway, no, I was never formally asked, but it was coming, and his mother just messed up everything. So like, I didn't want that way.
Right.
So yeah, so I don't want it like that. If you're
You
gonna,
wasn't down
if you want to if you want to ask me to marry you, your mother shouldn't be calling me, "Hey, pick out some rings. What size ring you wear?" Like she jumped the gun and did this. I didn't even want it no more. I
That's a
overheard
whole
him on the
nother
phone.
topic.
So, I
That's
did. I
a whole
overheard him
nother
on the phone
topic.
talking to friends and like, I'm gonna ask her next year around my birthday. So I was basically like, oh well, so I gotta
So
start.
his mother was trying to get rid of him.
Yeah,
What did she
girl.
think? Did she think that he had already asked you
No.
about it, and that's
Mm-mm.
why she brought up that
No,
conversation?
she know he didn't ask me. He went to her, must have been telling her what he was going to do. But before anything, when I overheard him on the phone talking to his friends and some other family members about the time frame that he was going to do it, I said, hint, hint, I didn't. I'm like, listen, if at any come a time that you want to ask me, ask my hand in marriage, listen, I'm gonna need you to get with my immediate family or get with this person. I said, get with Monica, get with this, because these people know me. Please, I was giving him some hints of how to do some things, but he went to Mama and
His mother.
his mother. His mother don't know me. She called me like, girl, what size ring you wear? And what kind of ring you want? I said, excuse me, I don't what? First of all, I never been anywhere to get a ring size.
It's your
Um,
shoe size, girl.
well, I know that. I was told that,
Oh,
but
it
I want to
is.
make sure because
Is
my
that?
feet
I
Okay.
stay
wanna I
swollen.
wanna dispute that because
I didn't know that.
My
I got a
feet stay
dispute about
swollen, but
that.
my hand, my fingers might don't.
Monica, is that true? That's
It
true.
is very true. Why you
Oh
dropping
I
her?
wow.
heard that. I heard that, and it's just shoe
Okay.
size. But my feet is fat. It's short and fat. And they
I don't
stay
know
swollen.
because
Your
I don't
fingers
know.
are fat, shouldn't that?
My fingers, it's not like, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. You
I don't
It's
know
a
because
boy
I
size, not a
told
girl
that
size.
I told that to somebody and he said that his this is now his fiance because after he did the ring the wrong size, he went back and got it sized the right way. But she wears an 11, and he went and bought an 11 ring, and that bitch didn't go on none of her fingers.
well, what size you needed? So she needed something bigger?
She needed
8.
bigger. No, she ain't need bigger than 11.
I
You
think
wear
he said it
11
was
in men.
no. She wear 11 in women.
Oh, okay. So that's like
Oh,
a 10
It could have
something.
been anything
that's
for her,
that's that's that's
whether
like a
her finger
9
was
and
swollen
men.
or something, but it's always been that
Uh-huh.
way.
Yeah.
My engagement ring was my shoe size, and when he did the wedding band, it was my shoe size.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it does go that way, but anywho, yeah, I didn't want it. I'm like, what kind of ring I want? You
Mm.
shouldn't ask me what kind of ring I want. He should be able to go and pick out something.
Well,
And
everybody's not, you know what I mean, so
but
inclined. He should have asked one of your friends or your
that's
family
what I
to.
was giving him a hint. Listen, I was even naming
Hey,
the ones, who know me.
So
Like
Chanel
go.
has a former fiance Diamond
So
K.
I got a question though.
I have a former son. You got a former fiance.
I got a question for Shanette though. So when did you tell your current boyfriend that you was halfway ass engaged?
As soon as we sat down and he told me that he was married before, I
And that
did.
was the conversation. And wasn't it a
Yeah.
Saturday?
Uh, um, Wait a minute. It
You
could have
know it
been.
was.
Um, no, it may have been
Diamond
a
K make me
Sunday.
sick.
I don't think.
It's
I think
still
it
on the
was. It
weekend.
was
Oh, it was a
before midnight.
weekday.
It was on the
It was a
weekend. This is a
weekday.
weekend
It was a
conversation. Yeah.
weekday.
This ain't
Yeah,
no
it was a
random
weekday.
Wednesday conversation.
Because
Yes,
listen,
it is. It was hump day.
let me tell y'all even how far it went though. Let me tell you how even far it went because my godmother, she's a interior designer, decorator. So when I said to her what his mother said, she said, "Oh, it was during COVID," and she was like, "Oh, well, we can't have no big wedding because it's COVID." So listen, she started buying, helping me buy the things that I wanted. Monica, it's in my store spot. Did I tell you that?
No, it's not
I didn't know you
Saturday.
was going to discuss it on air.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll tell it. Yeah, she started buying the things for my wedding that I wanted.
Like, what did you want?
Where
Well,
is where
well,
is
my
where is the man?
I told him it's in my store spot. I told him
No,
it's
the
some.
current man. I want to know what his
Oh, he's
location
here.
is.
He's here. He's in the room.
Oh Lord
The
Jesus.
room you in right now?
No,
Okay.
Listen,
no.
that's what I'm trying to
I was
So
do.
gonna say
no,
we can wrap
I
it up. You
started
know what I
telling
mean?
her, that I like. She know I like fall weddings and the fall. My favorite season is fall, so it was
Mm.
going to be in the fall around November the 20th.
Yeah, that's a date and
A
everything.
Black Friday wedding?
That's damn near winter.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's you
This
right.
is in 20. This is in 2021.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all had
2021.
a drive. Y'all had a drive-through wedding.
Yeah, so
Honk your, if
I
anybody
had
has
a
any reason they should get married, honk your horn.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I can talk about it now because it's whew.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still in the storage and I'm trying to find somebody that want these colors, but it's still in the packs, everything brand new. So yeah.
Wow.
Well, I didn't
I'm the only
know
one
the
that ain't been
gentleman.
engaged in no type of way.
I didn't know the gentleman. But I'm going to imitate. I'm a master impersonator first. I'm going to imitate his best man. So I'm gonna imitate the best man at Shanette's almost wedding.
Let's just call her that. What is he doing?
Yeah, y'all got the ring.
You make me sick.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
He gonna walk past and he gonna walk past and sit it on.
God.
He gonna walk past and sit it on the altar. Then Sean saying that fiance, the old one, gonna walk past and pick it up.
Oh, get my food.
Oh my
And
goodness.
The
for my
preacher gonna
last
be.
number, I'm going to imitate the preacher that was
Oh my gosh.
performing the ceremony that almost
Mhm.
happened.
You said that almost happened. You know.
Does anybody here have any reason why these two people could not be joined in holy matrimony? You can't
No,
hear
when
me?
Diamond K get married, y'all, we gonna
You
be
can't
there.
hear me in the back?
Oh my god.
We gonna be
Oh
in this way.
my
We
What?
gonna be there with masks on.
Oh my god.
Lord, God.
Mm-mm-mm.
I swear.
That is funny.
So
But I ain't pretty
can
sure
women
that.
lead? That's this question right here. Can women lead?
Lead
Or
what?
only man can lead a household?
No. That's
Women,
Oh, let the men answer because they don't know no better.
okay.
no, stop it. Women can lead, but tradition. There's a lot of people like the hawk on. Traditionally, men lead, but some men can't lead. And let me say this real quick.
Listen, traditionally, men marry the woman and then she have a baby. But none of us did it those things.
But let me say this real quick. women been leading in the household for a long time because how many men work and come home and put their checks in the account or give their checks to the woman and the woman pay all the bills in the house? That's leading to me. They going out buying the groceries, they doing the laundry, they decorating the house, they paying all the bills.
Who doing that? We doing all that together. Bullshit.
I'm saying in the old way, the guy would just go out, get the money, bring it home. But women can lead. Women can lead. Because you got some women that's mentally stronger than men.
I'm just asking, have you seen that growing up?
What you mean?
The old way where the man go out, get the money, and bring it back. You grew up like that? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
In your household?
Yeah.
With your mama?
Yes. My mother was married my whole life.
She was married your whole life, but they wasn't. Anyway.
Yes, my parents were together our whole life.
Because Monica has been trying to wrap this up a long time ago, but yeah. Nat Diamond K, stop it. What, you gonna be a ghost? No. Wait a minute, we need to promote our Halloween party. We having a Halloween party for the kids on October 28th.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody that's not going to see Lil Wayne. When is
Lil
Lil Wayne
Wayne
coming?
That's December 16th.
That's December. So everybody that's not going to see Escape. All right, y'all. I got something else going on December 16th. So let me fix that. So we all have.
I know where I'm gonna be at.
Over and under. They're gonna have. I'm gonna correct Shanette because the way she got on the flyer, you would think they was gonna have some alcohol beverages. So they will have food, beverages, juice, things of that nature for the kids. I'm hoping they
get drinks.
The sliders up in there, you know what I'm saying? But it is definitely gonna be food, beverages. They're gonna have activities. Y'all know the normal things, musical chairs and dance contests, costume, all that for the kids. Remember, 12 and under. 12 and under is $10. Parents are free. Yeah.
Yes. I think you covered it.
And remember, that's October the 28th from
4 to 8. 4 to 8.
4 to 8. There it is. 4 to 8. Y'all can hit up either one of us and get tickets. Yeah, that's about it. We'll need to promote December because I've been promoting it anyway. But I expect to see Diamond K and Tony there. Let me know when y'all want y'all tickets, okay?
My birthday December 16th. I'm gonna be somewhere on the same.
Oh, that's fine, because this ain't December 16th, it's December the 2nd.
Oh.
December the 16th.
Right, Tony.
It's my Christmas pajama party. But that don't have nothing to do with you.
And I understand, because that's our season, because my birthday is December 13th, so meet me there at December the 2nd.
Oh, girl, my son's birthday is the 15th, and guess what we doing? That's why
I hope y'all gonna be on the beach somewhere, because that's where I'm gonna be at.
Tony, I don't want to be nowhere near you.
No, I didn't say be by me. I don't want you to be by me.
Just letting you know. That's
fine. I don't want to be nowhere near you.
I did see a comment. That's good, Tony. What's 2 plus 2?
6.
Y'all know he really think like that. He do. But it was so nice talking to y'all. It was. The beginning of the show had me
I watched it from the
emotional. So, but Diamond K, I would like for you to close out the show with that video. Our cousin. I don't know what his problem is and why he blowing on the phone like he need a goddamn helmet on. Are you okay, Tony?
No, I got a new phone, and the water dripped on the phone, so I was blowing it off the screen.
I didn't know what you was doing. Is Diamond K around? I just want to show the video. Listen, y'all. Follow us on social media, Swap Radio, on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't know if it's X or Twitter, whatever it is. My personal page is Monica WLS and the number 2 on Instagram and TikTok.
I'm Tony Berger on all social media platforms except Instagram, where I'm one driving mofo.
Oh, he need help. Shanette, hello.
And I'm sharing that Gifted Hands Jones on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, that was the hype, man. We had a Waiting to Exhale on Saturday, and
yes, the sequel is coming.
And I was the hype woman.
And the sequel is coming.
Oh, yeah, that's coming too. Look at her, 2024. She acting like Diamond K. She jump on, say something, and then mute herself. But if you missed any episode, wait a minute, y'all, because I had to turn my to get on the charger. But anyway, if you missed any episode of Swap Radio, just log on to nothing. ONFIRE-TV.com and look at any old episodes that you may have missed. Get caught up with us. See the different co-hosts that we done had, the different stuff we done talked about. I didn't get all them other dating questions out, y'all. I promise. Y'all send them to me every week. Next week I got y'all. Yeah. And I think I done said about 30 times because somebody told me I say it too much. So I made my point to keep saying it. So because I'm petty like that. I'm born petty like that. So yeah, Diamond K, just close out with the video. And for everyone else, as I say every week, and I mean it, although I was emotional at the top of the show, I will continue and I will always walk by faith and not by sight. Put out. You see that? Not the sister.